Mojang just released the first snapshot for Minecraft 1.19.4, which is full of new commands, bug fixes, and quality of life changes. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time I make a video on the new features added to Minecraft. Snapshot 23W03A starts out by adding some quality of life changes to the game, like the ability to now navigate the in-game menus with arrow keys. By pressing escape to get to the options menu, you'll notice that you can now cycle through the settings by using nothing but the arrow keys. When you're confronted by a slider, you'll have to hit enter or spacebar to select the option, and then you can use the arrow keys from there to adjust the setting. This new feature works in all the menus, even including the resource pack screen. Up next is one that I know the Minecraft community has been waiting for, and that is auto jump is now set to off by default. I know many creators have voiced their opinion about auto jump and their hatred for it. Specifically, I remember watching an Ant Venom video where he spoke about his troubles with the feature when he has to switch between versions of Minecraft and disable it every time. Hopefully this long-awaited change will be well received by the community. A few smaller changes that were also introduced would be that Vexes now use a separate charging animation when their hands are empty. This is in reference to how Vexes will raise their sword in the air when charging at you normally, but now if they don't have an item in their hand, they'll stretch both arms out in front of them like a zombie and charge you that way. In this snapshot, a really cool feature was added in the form of the ride command. Now you can easily stack mobs on top of each other or even get on top of them yourself. Type /ride followed by the entity you'd like to go on top of, and then type mount or dismount depending on which you'd like to do, and then the UUID of the mob you'd like to mount. This will put you or a mob on top of the mob of your choice. Here's me riding on top of 15 cows, or even riding the Ender Dragon. Next is another small change to armor stands, which is that they now save their custom name when they are placed or broken. This means if you were to name an armor stand in an anvil or with a name tag, it now has NBT data which will save this info and it will persist after breaking the stand and replacing it. In the technical changes category, there's a few things added, like the ability to use the clone command from one dimension to another. You can now type /clone followed by from and the dimension you're cloning from, either the overworld, nether, or end, and then the dimensions that encompass your selection, and then the word to followed by the dimension you'd like to paste the selection in with coordinates. This is useful and everything, but I just prefer to use world edit. There are also some new biome tags that were implemented, including the increased fire burnout tag, which makes fire fizzle out faster in specific biomes. Also some tags which control the types of rabbits and fox that spawn in a biome were added. These are the only allows snow and gold rabbits, spawns gold rabbits, spawns white rabbits, and spawns snow foxes tags. These can be set to true or false depending on how you'd like to shape your experience with mob variants spawning, like the Arctic fox and rabbit. Another biome tag included is the snow golem melts tag. This makes snow golems melt in biomes that you choose, like the desert or badlands. Maybe now you can make a realistic volcano biome that can't be inhabited by snow golems. Now with commands, you can limit the amount of blocks that a player can change with commands such as fill or clone. Using this new game rule, command modification block limit, you can make sure people in your server or LAN party can't crash the game by trying to change a massive amount of blocks. The last small change before I jump into the bug fixes is that now mob heads can be placed onto note blocks without sneaking. This is a pretty insignificant change, but I don't think many people would be trying to tune their node blocks with a piglin head in their hand, so I guess it makes more sense this way. Now onto the bug fixes section of the snapshot. Sprinting is no longer cancelled when dismounting a mob, which is also sprinting. Now you can keep your momentum if you need to quickly dismount your horse while running from a creeper or something. The spectate command will now work between dimensions without having to first travel to that dimension. Riptide now works in frozen ocean biomes, so now you can fly with your trident even if it's snowing. Larger magma cubes weren't using the right size shadow for their hitbox, and now that's been fixed. Camels no longer spawn sitting down when a spawn egg is used. This next one kind of stood out to me. It says Vexes with empty hand make obscene gestures. And when I came across this, I kind of started laughing because I couldn't imagine what that might have meant. But now that I've seen these pictures, I kind of get what they're talking about. There's plenty more bug fixes in the patch notes, but I thought I wouldn't bore you all to death and just point out the interesting ones. So that pretty much wraps up all the features introduced in this update. So go download the new Snapshot in the Minecraft launcher and try them out for yourself. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can see my daily informational videos, and stay tuned for a video on the next Minecraft Snapshot leading up to the 1.20 update. Until then, see ya guys.